Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about 10 major middle-class money traps that will keep you poor forever. Money traps that the middle class thinks make them look wealthy, but instead keep them stuck in the same places for years and in so much debt. 1. The credit card mirage. So, you just turned 18 and what's the first thing that comes in the mail? That shiny piece of plastic called a credit card. It's like a golden ticket to a world of endless possibilities, right? Wrong. The trap here is thinking that credit cards are free money. Spoiler alert. They're not, they are loans. Sure, they can be handy in emergencies, but if you're swiping for that new gaming console or the new trendy piece of clothing, you're in for a rude awakening. The interest rates on credit cards are often sky high, and those minimum payments can trap you in a never-ending cycle of debt. So before you swipe that card for the latest iPhone, pause and ask yourself if it's worth the potential long-term cost. The lesson here? Use your credit card wisely and always pay your balance in full to avoid getting buried under an avalanche of debt and be able to build a good credit score to open even more great opportunities with lower interest rates. 2. The retail therapy abyss. We've all been there. A bad day, a tough week, and suddenly, retail therapy seems like the only solution. The urge to hit the mall or click that add to cart button online becomes irresistible. Spoiler alert, it's not. Retail therapy feels good at the moment, but the aftermath can leave your bank account in shambles. Emotional spending is a dangerous game that can wreak havoc on your finances. Instead of addressing the root cause of your emotions, you end up burying them under a pile of unnecessary purchases. So, what's the solution? Before you swipe that card, take a moment to evaluate whether you're buying out of necessity or emotion. Find alternative, healthier ways to cope with stress or disappointment. Your wallet and your well-being will thank you in the long run. 3. The student loan snowball. A financial challenge many of us face post-graduation. The burden of student loans can feel overwhelming, leading to the temptation of deferring payments or adopting an out-of-sight, out-of-mind approach. However, the reality is that student loans don't vanish. They accumulate interest, creating a snowball effect that can grow larger over time. Confronting this financial hurdle requires proactive measures. Create a realistic repayment plan based on your income, and if possible, consider making extra payments to expedite the process. While it may be challenging, addressing student loans promptly is the key to preventing the snowball from rolling out of control. 4. The "I'll start saving tomorrow" excuse. The classic procrastination trap. We've all been guilty of saying, "I'll start saving tomorrow," or "I'll save more when I earn more." Newsflash: tomorrow never comes, and that magical salary bump might take longer than you think. The misconception here is that saving is only for the rich, wealthy, or those with excess income. In reality, saving is a habit that should be cultivated regardless of income level. Even if it's just a small percentage of your paycheck, starting today can make a significant difference in the long run. The best time to start was yesterday, but the second best time is today. Waiting for the perfect moment or a salary increase might mean missing out on valuable opportunities to grow your wealth. So, ditch the excuses and start saving, even if it's just a small amount. Your future self will thank you. 5. The unseen inflation erosion. Inflation is like a silent thief in the night, slowly eroding the purchasing power of your money over time. The fact is that something that you would buy with $10 a year ago, it now costs double. Every year the money you have now loses its value, and yet many individuals underestimate its impact, keeping their money and savings in a stagnant and vulnerable place like the bank, where it barely earns interest or grows. The trap here is thinking that stashing cash in the bank or a low-interest savings account is the only safest place. To combat inflation erosion, It's crucial to explore investments that at least keep pace with or outpace inflation. Consider diversified portfolios in a high-interest savings account, index funds, or other assets that historically have shown resilience against inflation. While it's essential to have accessible cash for emergencies, letting inflation eat away at your savings is a missed opportunity. Striking a balance between liquidity and investments that beat inflation can safeguard your wealth against the silent thief that is inflation. 6. The buy now, pay later snare. Online shopping has made our lives incredibly convenient, but it comes with its own set of traps. One of the sneakiest ones is the buy now, pay later option. It sounds like a dream, right? You get what you want without paying a dime up front. But hold on a second. There's no such thing as a free lunch. It's easy to get lured into the instant gratification it offers, but those deferred payments often come with hidden fees and high interest rates. Save yourself the headache. If you can't afford it now, reconsider the purchase. These installment plans or deferred payments might seem harmless, but they can quickly turn into a vicious cycle. Before you know it, you're juggling multiple payments for purchases you made months ago. The solution? Before opting for buy now, pay later schemes, ask yourself if you can genuinely afford the purchase. If not, reconsider. Practice budgeting and responsible spending. If you can't afford it now, consider saving for it or exploring more affordable alternatives. Your financial future will thank you for it. 7. The overrated keeping up with the Joneses syndrome. The keeping up with the Joneses syndrome has taken on a new, more pervasive form through platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. In the world of filters and perfectly curated lifestyles, it's easy to feel the pressure to showcase a life that mirrors the seemingly glamorous ones depicted on our screens. The constant influx of influencers flaunting the latest trends, luxury purchases, and picture-perfect moments can intensify the desire to keep up. What's crucial to understand is that these snippets of perfection are often carefully crafted illusions that don't reflect the full financial picture. The social media syndrome fuels the perception that instantaneous gratification and the pursuit of viral moments are the benchmarks of success. Some may find themselves compelled to spend beyond their means in an attempt to capture that perfect Instagrammable life. The danger lies not only in financial strain, but also in the toll it takes on mental health. Constantly comparing oneself to online personas can breed discontent and erode the ability to appreciate life's simple, genuine pleasures. It's essential to recognize the difference between curated content and reality, steering clear of the impulse to emulate a lifestyle that may not align with personal financial goals or overall well-being. Everyone's financial situation is different. What works for one person might not work for you. Focus on your own goals, priorities, and financial well-being instead of trying to compete in a never-ending race. The Joneses might be drowning in debt and you don't even know it. So resist the urge to keep up and stay true to your own financial path. 8. The overlooked subscription sinkhole. We live in an era of convenience and subscription services are everywhere. Streaming, fitness apps, beauty boxes, the list goes on. While they may seem like small monthly expenses, they add up over time, silently draining your bank account. The trap here is signing up for subscriptions and forgetting about them. That gym membership you haven't used in months, the streaming service you only use occasionally, these are dollars trickling away without you even realizing it. Take a critical look at your subscriptions. Identify the ones you genuinely use and enjoy, and cut loose the unnecessary ones. Redirect that money towards something that aligns more with your goals, perhaps building an emergency fund or investing for the future. It's the small leaks that can sink the financial ship, so plug them before they become a flood. 9. The investment hype roller coaster. Investing is like the cool kid on the financial block, and rightfully so. It can help your money grow over time, but jumping onto every investment bandwagon without doing your homework is a money trap waiting to happen. In a world of constantly evolving markets and financial news, it's easy to succumb to the allure of quick riches through the latest investment trends. Cryptocurrency, meme stocks, and other speculative assets dominate the headlines, often fueled by FOMO, fear of missing out. However, chasing these high-risk, high-reward opportunities without a solid understanding of the underlying risks is akin to playing financial roulette. Before you start throwing your hard-earned cash into the market, take the time to educate yourself. Understand the risks, diversify your investments, and don't fall victim to get-rich-quick schemes. Remember, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. 10. A house and a car are assets. We often hear that a house is an asset and owning it is our biggest investment, right? While that's true to some extent, it's crucial to discern between a wise investment and a potential money trap. Houses come with not just mortgage payments, but also property taxes, maintenance costs, and potentially unexpected repairs. A home is an asset, but it becomes a liability when the cost of ownership exceeds your financial comfort zone, leading to sleepless nights instead of peaceful home ownership. A home should enhance your financial stability, not compromise it. Similarly, the allure of a brand new car can be overpowering. We're often sold on the idea that our vehicle is an extension of our identity, a status symbol. Car loans make it easy to drive off the lot with that fresh, new scent, but they often come with high interest rates and long repayment periods. Remember, cars depreciate rapidly, meaning that hefty loan might leave you owing more than the car is worth. Instead of chasing the latest model, consider the financial freedom that comes with purchasing a reliable used car or saving for a reasonable down payment. The key here is balance. When buying a home, be realistic about what you can comfortably afford. A house should be a blessing, not a financial curse. And when it comes to cars, consider practicality over luxury. A reliable used car can save you a bundle, and if you do choose to finance, aim for a reasonable term with manageable monthly payments.